time.
Oh, cool. This fully missed me.
Yeah.
Good.
My daughter's
We
getting
got over
yelled at for
100,000
something.
people without
Wonder
power
what
in
it is.
Kentucky now as a result of these storms today. If you're just now tuning in, we just had a strong to intense tornado go through Somerset, Kentucky. Or at least just to the south of Somerset, and we're waiting to hear if we've got any reports coming out of there. The storm that's produced that, and the tornado itself is getting stronger as it goes away from Somerset. Okay? But it's in a little bit more of a rural area, so hopefully it spins itself out over there. But if it doesn't, it's going to be coming up towards Pine Grove and High Top here soon. Once again, this is what that tornado looked like near Somerset about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
All right,
I
so-
knew.
And now this thing is continuing to do damage
so you
out
see
here
the
near
hook right
Goodwater.
there, right?
Right here?
Yep, there's your hook. You're hovering over it. Now go down to your reflectivity and switch to velocity.
I'm on the velocity right now on the app.
All right.
I'm using
now
the
you see velocity difference.
a little bit more probability of nothing.
Okay. Now switch it to correlation coefficient.
A new tornado warning has been issued. A new
Maybe.
tornado warning has been issued.
Maybe
No,
eventually.
Yeah,
There
throw
you
this.
go.
Yeah.
See that dark
I'm gonna
spot?
see if that video's legit, and we'll come back to that.
No, just
Let's go back over
and to the
here
right,
to
right there.
Allen, Monroe,
See-
and Simpson and Warren
See
counties
there,
in Kentucky,
like
where we
right
got a
below
new
1003 and to the
tornado
left of
warning right now.
1003. I
That's
guess
going to
that's
be for
highway.
Pope and Petroleum and Scottsville.
1003?
Right
So
there.
we need
You're
to
hovering right over it.
take
That's a
shelter
that dark spot, that
in the
difference.
Scottsville
Whenever you
area right now. As
see
we do have a tornado warning for the
your,
next 23 minutes.
reflectivity and your velocity.
So it's the storm's
where
about to
the
hit the Gold
velocity
City
may see
camera, so
somewhat
let's
of a
make sure we
couplet,
got it up, and then we're also going to want to watch this one too.
radar, you're going to see a bit of
In
hook, probably.
Kentucky, we got
Now
a
you
new
see
severe
right there.
thunderstorm warning for Danville, Richmond. Get ready for 70-mile-per-hour winds over the next 38 minutes. Also, we here at the Weather House are officially under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 38 minutes as well. So let's watch the let's use one of these
All right, guys, we're back
slots
live
here
due a
to show the
PDS tornado warning
let's do slot 5.
in London.
No,
Kentucky.
slot 4 for the Weather House camera, the Hascam. Daggone, dude. It's been a long day. We've been live here on the air for 10 hours straight. And things are honestly, like they've been crazy all day, but they're kind of peaking right now, which is crazy and kind of unexpected. Oh, daggone it. The lights are still on the our camera here. Ah, daggone it. If you're just now tuning in, we got a big tornado doing damage near Goodwater here. It's moving up towards London, Kentucky next. Is that? Can I play the audio on that, Chandra?
Oh my gosh, is this rain?
Oh, is that from you, or is that the one that you was talking about from your friend? Guys, sorry if I'm being quiet here. I've got a lot of stuff going on. There's a million people, trying to send stuff in here, and we're trying to relay the information as quickly as possible. But the fact of the matter is we're also using this moment here to do that because the tornado is currently over a pretty rural zone. All right, it's not necessarily over anywhere populated right now. So we've got a moment to take a breath, gather some information here before this thing gets over there closer to London, where we're going to have to really focus in on the situation over there. Yeah, hopefully everybody in Somerset and the Ferguson area is all right. As you are able to come out of your safe spots, please let us know how you're doing in the chat and on Twitter and all that good stuff. We do have another storm coming into Somerset, though, so it's not necessarily okay to come out of your safe spot just yet. We've got another strong storm that's about to blow through Somerset and Ferguson, but the really strong one, the one that we're most concerned about, is just now going out of Goodwater and moving over towards London. So it's getting closer to a more populated area here. I just keep hoping. That the next scan is going to be less, bad, but it's not happening here. So we're bracing for impact in the greater London and Corbin area. Interstate 75 between London and Corbin is about one of the most dangerous places you could be over the next hour.
It is. It could be.
I'm gonna
But it
look
is.
up velocity. We're
Yeah,
All right,
so-
I'm going to get my AI
Let's go
assistant
have it
to read the chat to me
We're
I
talking
can't hear you,
about
Mike. What was
so
that?
that I can hear what you guys are
Oh
talking
my
about and answer any questions that
what do I
arise.
need it on?
All right, Ryan. The chat is
Whatever
basically
you
a broken
understand, but
record of
it-
what about my specific
You can't
tiny
say,
dot on the
what do I
map?
need it on?
But seriously,
Because you're
Somerset
understanding
is
what you're
still the
looking at.
main
Go ahead and look
event,
at
with damage
reflectivity.
reports flying and folks still swearing that storm
There you go. That's
tried
that-
to clone
right now you're
itself
looking
with
at
those
dangling.
debris
That's
signatures.
pretty much all you can-
Clarksville and Bowling
Look at
Green
all
are
that
also
black on
keeping the
that thing.
powers
The
out
big
party
right where that-
going strong. And now
Right
a
where it
whole new
pinches
wave from
under
Ohio
the
wants
ball
to
of it
know if
and
they're
the,
next or if they
the
should
main
just
bit to
send
the
you
right.
a bulk order of NODAs.
To the right.
A bulk order of what?
Yeah, like right where it kind of
Oh.
creates that tuck between the hook.
Ohio, you're definitely
really
not
calling
next.
The hook in the main storm. That's
You're,
kind of what you're looking at. Maybe just
You're
to
pretty
the
much
south of
done.
that,
There's some
because
storms
right,
happening in Dayton
no, to the right,
below severe
right
limits,
there. You
and
got
there's some
the hook
strong
there.
winds going through
That's
eastern
kind of
Ohio,
where
but
everything's
nothing like
being
what we're dealing
pulled
with down
in
here.
into the south, right where you've got the.
You're good to go to
the
sleep if you
cursor
wanted to
there.
in Ohio.
That's kind of what you're looking at, where the path is.
Oh.
It's hard to
Ryan,
Hard to
K-Dog's
really
got this for you.
say, hey,
Keep
this is where
crushing
it
it,
is, but it's gonna
Ryan.
be somewhere
We all
around there.
appreciate the genuine hard work plus expertise
City,
and enjoy
Kentucky's
the
got their
content
cameras
because
on
of
right
that.
now.
You are one of the good ones. Y'all watch out now.
Thank you, K-Dog. I really do appreciate that. And Alwa, thank you as well.
All right, Ryan. Got a
Yeah, you
fantastic one
listen
here
to
from
the
Awa.
base
They
velocity
lead
on
off
that
with a
thing.
big,
That
as
makes
always,
sense.
thank you for all that you do, and are sending major prayers out for everyone in Somerset and Ferguson tonight.
Yeah.
Really hoping those warnings
think
got
Ryan's
that's
out
watching and
effectively.
just snacking on
Then
something.
Awa hits us with a heck of a question. From your memory, which tornado lofted debris the highest into
Yep.
the air?
Yeah, I'm playing
30,000
Left
feet
Eye.
is
I'm
insane.
looking at it.
No,
Hmm.
just look at it and understand what's happening as it
Yeah.
happens. Be able to
Um,
refer back to it.
you know, from my
Wait,
memory,
now-
I don't
now
know
that-
which
now that
one's
this
the
is
highest,
done,
but I know
I
all
would
of them
be
over 30K
surprised if
feet
they
were
make a
big ones.
corner emergency
Like-
roughly right in here.
like some of the biggest, right? So anytime you hear about something
Roughly right where I have
that's
a-
lofting debris, even over 20,000 feet, it's going to be a very large tornado.
This thing could break
Like,
the
yeah,
record
like-
of
So let me show you
This
tornado
word-
emergencies
something from our
Like,
Discord
yeah.
server
within the
that I just saw. And this is just an estimation, right? We don't know for sure. We won't know if what the rating of this tornado is until after it gets rated by the National Weather Service, if it ever does get rated by the National Weather Service, because they apparently don't have anybody there working. But yeah, debris from the Somerset, Kentucky tornado was over 30,000 feet in the air, which puts it well into the EF4 plus
Like
territory.
a comparison between all
So
these things.
you know,
Yeah.
we don't know for
There's a
sure
difference.
if that's what's.
Velocity. Oh, Jesus.
EF4, but you also have to take in factor though, Jefferson, the quality of the structures.
Shout out to the weather lobby.
You can have something lofting debris higher, but the scale depends on the damage on the ground.
Like you could have a tornado loft the debris at, let's say, 50,000 feet and it be rated low end EF3.
Yes.
Yeah, we just have to wait till the NWS goes out there, like, and then wait a couple
Yeah,
days.
and the debris
so
signature
we can get
keeps
that report
looking
from 'em.
bigger.
And then
It
It
I'll
keeps
get-
getting
also-
bigger. In this rotation here,
Somebody will
it
get
looks
up
like
there.
that's
She'll
going to be
get
coming right
whatever-
over towards Pine
whatever
Grove and London
NWS
here
is
soon.
Relatively local.
So I'm taking this moment
but
to kind of just
yeah.
step back for a
but
little
also
bit and
keep in
hoping
mind,
that calms down
value
before it
in
gets
a
over there because it's over a
high-populated
very rural area right
is gonna
now.
differ from a
But if it doesn't,
low-populated area
we're gonna have
because
to get right
nobody's
back
gonna give a
into
shit
it.
about the trees destroyed versus the
And,
houses
and hopefully
or buildings
we're,
or whatever
we're not going to be
structures
giving
destroyed.
anybody any news
So,
here, right?
tit for tat,
Hopefully
back and
everybody
forth.
is already
Kinda looks like
sheltered.
Highness.
All right, just stay there.
Sorry, I had to point that out there.
No, that is part of Torres. They become Torres whenever they're part of larger populated areas.
So
That is
wait, where
100%
are
part of it.
y'all?
What's up?
Where the?
And yeah, just to clarify to anybody that's just now tuning in,
Info-
that was not
Around
a
St.
jab
Louis.
at the National Weather Service when I said there's not anybody there working.
Okay.
It's not their fault.
Y'all.
There have been cuts to the budget, so there can't
I'm
be
in the
anyone
clear.
there working.
I can go to sleep now.
Sorry if that came
Right, so-
across as me being like the weather service
Okay,
sucks or
I
something. That's
got
not what I'm
the,
saying at all.
damage.
Glasgow, you guys have got
Yesterday-
another strong storm coming in.
Yes,
What is
sir,
this,
yes,
round
sir,
4
yes,
now?
sir.
Get ready
Yeah,
for up to
4
70
now.
mile per hour winds as
Okay,
this
yeah,
comes
let's
through. We've
everybody
also
talk
got
at
an
once.
area of rotation we've got to watch here around
Nah,
Haywood
I have
and Lucas.
The PSN reports in the Discord server I'm
In Tennessee, we got a new severe thunderstorm
So, I
warning
get
down
to
here for
see-
Benton and Henry counties for the next 43 minutes. Get ready for strong winds and some hail. But y'all, just to be honest with you, all eyes should be on this storm down here in Knox, Laurel, and Pulaski counties. There's nothing out there even close to this in terms of what we should be paying attention to right now. Gosh, man, come on. Dude, every scan, it's just worse. Why does this...
The hell are we talking about?
This is the only tornado that's acted this way today. Most of the tornadoes that we've tracked were really bad for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the one.
This one's
towards
been
London.
really
Yeah,
bad
it's
for
got a hell of
what
a hook.
now? Like over an
It's got a
hour, and it
nice
keeps getting
CC
worse.
drop. It's got a very nice
debris on the
couplet.
radar. I can see.
So let me show you what's going on here. This is about where the tornado is right now.
Yeah, this
Pretty
thing should
close
be
to the
Tor E
double
right
small
now.
arches. I don't know what that is, but it's about to go over Lime Creek Road.
Because this
On
should
its
be
approach to London, it'll also pass over the Sinking Creek Church area. And then it's going to enter the greater London, Kentucky area,
This
somewhere
thing's
on the
gonna go
southern
straight
side where
through
the
an airport.
Lowe's
This
is,
thing's gonna
down
pass
there
the
towards the
airport.
London Corbin Airport. So notice how I'm zooming out here. The tornado's right here. It's moving this way. We start having it hit stuff the closer we get to Interstate 75. So there's actually quite a bit of houses over here. If you zoom in, you know, there's some residential
closest
areas
in
on
the-
the southwest side here
closest
near
one
the
is,
Cold Hill
the
Elementary
Jackson
School.
one.
These would be the first places that got hit if the tornado stays on the ground, and it looks like it's going to. London Corbin Airport has a
This is
webcam.
dark, but Just kind of dark.
There's another one to like the west of it.
All right. Also, somebody's sending us this photo here.
But this still a long track.
And where's the heavy populated area?
Somebody sending us this
London,
photo here
right.
from
London? Is it heavily populated?
Somerset earlier. That's from Gina.
Yeah, I mean definitely south side of London.
So yeah, this is the one of
No,
the
but it's
photos that
still
we've gotten from near Somerset with that tornado
A
that
high
went through earlier.
populated area.
Guys,
even
I'm
though
not kidding. The
going
tornado at this
outside of it.
point is probably 3 times that size,
Kentucky.
just based
It is
off
a
of what we're
city
seeing
with a-
on the
it's a
radar.
city with a population of over
It's
8,000
way
people.
bigger now than it was in Somerset, and it was big in Somerset.
That's a decent population. It's not like
Yeah,
that's
decent population.
just.
I'm also
just
noticing
south of
something
where I'm
concerning
living.
here with the last couple of scans. Notice how there's
never
two
mandatory.
there's two ways to interpret what we're seeing on radar here.
By the time I'm in.
The last couple of scans, instead of going
ACAT,
directly
ACAT.
east,
That's
it's got a little
so
bit more of a
the further it
northeasterly
goes north, the more it
turn
affects
to
the
it.
entire city
So
population.
we are seeing maybe a greater threat for the actual downtown London area, but there's also a chance that this could mean that the tornado is trying to
Let me pull up
occlude
the,
into the supercell, and that might mean we are finally going to be done with this,
Yeah,
but
and
we are
there's a
nowhere
legitimate
near
air-
that
The thing is, I don't know if it's necessarily going
right now.
further
So
north,
you know,
but
I'm just hoping for the best
hook
here
is
as we go
becoming more
forward.
defined.
Debris
So
still
it's
being
definitely
lofted
picking
up
strength.
into the
Is
the
it
sky
going
here
north? Not
over
necessarily, but
25,000
it's definitely
feet.
picking up strength, which definitely
It's concerning.
I think it becomes more concerning as that hook becomes more defined.
Because as
Now-
you look
Right
at
now,
light-
it's in the
if you
rural
look at
areas to
Manchester
the
right
west
now,
of London.
you
It's
can
in
obviously
nowhere.
see a slight
It's in the
purple
hills over
reflection
there
in your
west of
light
London.
indicating
Once it gets out of there,
that
it'll be
there's
hitting
the
places like the
opposite
Cold Hill
degree
Elementary
visible on
School.
ray reflection.
Oh yeah,
And all of the
on
communities around
reflectivity,
that.
But I'm looking, and as I see it, the CC is. Oh no! It started to drop, but then it picked up. In fact,
So
I'll share that.
reflectivity, is that like where it might happen? Or
So reflectivity is literally just what you're looking at through normal radar.
okay.
Let me go ahead and.
And
And
sometimes, and here's the
with
thing, sometimes when debris is being lofted up in the air and just with reflectivity, sometimes it ends up showing like a certain color that hair would look like, which is usually for my case, it's right now purple.
Well,
That could sometimes indicate.
So once again, if you're just now tuning in, we just had a tornado go through or near Somerset
so
that you see it more.
in Kentucky, and now it's continuing to go up
along
towards
with-
London.
Along with what's being said there,
We still got a huge
With,
debris ball on this thing. A
the stronger the
huge tornado is
reflectivity
still going through. It's
gets,
eating up trees
it
right now
should
in the
kind-
rural area between Somerset and London. We're just hoping this thing spins itself out before it actually gets into London. We've got about 5 minutes for that to happen. Otherwise, it's we're pretty much locked into the idea that this is going to hit London, Kentucky.
Ryan, Nathan's coming in with some serious props for the dedication. He says, keep up the great work. Long hours and giving up 6 necessities are the trademarks of a great weather guy. Excellent work. Absolutely, Nathan. Well said.
Thank you, Yalba and Nathan, for the support there. Oh, boy. This is from our friend Billy Bowling. Showing us some of the damage here. Major damage south of Somerset, Kentucky, near Highway 27. So this is some of the first images I'm seeing of the actual part of Somerset that was hit by the tornado. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at there. But something large was hit pretty hard there. I just retweeted that. Make sure you guys go follow Billy Bowling. He's storm chasing in this area all the time, which is something that we don't have a lot of in this part of the world, obviously. Dude, are you kidding me? Look at that. Now the debris ball looks even worse than it was before. So, like, this thing is getting stretched out. Okay, so, like, I don't know how much longer this is going to last. The supercell overall looks a little bit less healthy now than it did before. But, man, the tornado is doing just fine. It keeps on latching on here, and it keeps on getting larger. But, yeah, that's where it is right now. We're going to have to get back into talking about where this thing is going and where it is, because it's getting close to hitting some stuff here. My gosh, I don't know if you guys know what I'm looking at here, but this thing, that tornado right now is very close to this house. There's a huge house up here in west of Pine Grove. Literally, this is my approximation of where the tornado is right now, and it's going in this direction. Okay, so I don't know if somebody in this house is watching us right now. If you are, hopefully you are in a safe spot. Even a very well-built home like that is going to take a significant damage from a tornado of this caliber. So let's take shelter over here for all these places in the path here. All right, the tornado is going to be going in this general direction, so everybody needs to be ready. We've got a lot of people now in the path. If this stays on the ground, lots of houses are about to be completely destroyed out here in the Pine Grove area south of London. It looks like downtown London might not get hit directly, but there's a large area between the Dollar General on the south side of town and Souls Harbor Church and the Miracles Auto Repair and Welding area that's going to get hit. And what's unfortunate is, like, yeah, maybe it's not the Walmart and stuff, but this is where the people live, right? This is where everybody is out here in areas between London and Corbin.
That can be.
So that's what's getting ready to happen here. We're about to see that the tornado go through this area. It's going to cross Highway 192 first near the Veterans Foreign Wars in the Laurel Christian Chapel Church. And then it's going to cross over Interstate 75 near the Dollar General near Samson Cemetery.
Keep in mind,
once it crosses over the Dollar General there, it's going to go over towards the London Corbin Airport. It'll hit the Baker Monument side first, the Sublimity Elementary School, and then the Hearthside Food Solutions place over there near Finley's Fun Center.
Yeah, but
that's approximately the path that this is taking as it goes over London, or just to the south of London. Hopefully it stays south, but once again, it does look like it's trying to occlude a little bit. So we can't rule out the possibility that this actually does go a little bit farther north and maybe interacts with the Don Franklin Ford on the southern side of London. And then even the Lowe's down there and the Kroger, you got to be careful, even if you're all the way up there near the Dairy Queen. Okay, you know where the Dairy Queen is, right next to the Legacy Nissan. That could be a place that's hit by the tornado here as it comes into London.
You guys seen the
All right, so they went ahead and issued a new PDS tornado warning that now goes all the way out to Manchester in Peabody in Kentucky. So this is going to be for Clay, Knox, Laurel, Leslie, and Owsley County in Kentucky. We've got a PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation.
We're just waiting on that. But still, it can still be catastrophic.
EF2 and it still become a tornado emergency.
Yeah, that CC's dropping low, but and the hook's dying out a little bit. Rotation's still there.
I think I saw it. This is a live view.
Level 1 rotation.
If I'm not mistaken.
Look at Battleground.
Yeah, this is a live view from London. Wait for a lightning strike here.
A new tornado warning has been issued. A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, wait for another lightning strike here. Keep your eye on this area. And somebody take a screenshot whenever that happens, or record it or something. I'm going to continue to relay some places that need to be sheltered here. We've got the Pine Grove, the Brock, and the Lesbos area under a tornado
Oh, yeah, there it is.
warning here.
Let me go
Get to
take a look at
shelter
that one
now.
real quick.
This camera, if I'm not
Where is it?
mistaken,
It's
is
a storm
this is at the
near
airport.
Kentucky,
Somebody sent this
still
to
for
us.
sure.
Yeah, I think that's it right there.
Oh,
You guys see it?
the whole.
I think that's what we're looking at is the tornado approaching the airport right now. So
Is it still big?
that actually might have took the power out.
Oh yeah.
Mm, that's
Oh.
too high.
Yeah,
I think we
guys
lost
have to
power
look
at
in
the
to
airport.
be able to
battleground.
decipher an actual tornado. You could.
But man, I
Decipher
wish
the
I was
mesocyclone.
recording it earlier because there
Yeah,
was
I
a
think it
much
just
more
hit power
clear
lines.
one, and you could see like the full condensation.
For
You
sure,
could see the full
still
thing
could
all the way down.
likely Be a significant tornado if it's still at least greater than EF2 intensity, which is possible.
So it's definitely still there, and it's definitely still doing damage
It's
as
like
it
right
approaches
towards
the
the airport to
London Corbin
another
Airport.
near a,
And it's
comedian.
still
Projections
big.
dying out over London.
Now,
though.
the thing is, it does look like it's actually trying to occlude now. So it's going to try to race off to the north a little bit here. And hopefully it's going to get a little bit smaller.
Knock on wood, it doesn't come to
But
to
it's
the
still,
south.
it's doing damage right now
Well, this
over
is
Interstate
more
75
crap.
near Sublimity and Pine Grove. Hopefully everybody in that area is in their safe spots.
Yeah, but also,
Golly, man.
it don't come to the south.
All
Tilt
the
forward.
fucking alerts from
right-
Vince.
And,
Wilson's
you know,
server.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but I would just
Yeah.
about guess that all of this stuff right here is debris fallout. It's hard to tell because we're kind of far away, but we've got little pieces of trees and stuff floating around in the sky up. You know, Thousand Sticks and Hazard here soon. That was picked up near Somerset. That's crazy.
CC
Now
tilt
I'm gonna
4.
look at-
Seems kinda
I think you guys
Of course,
might be
we're
concerned
seeing
about
another
CC
deepening.
tilt 4 like right now.
Of the debris signature right as it approaches Interstate 75.
That's not good.
Yeah, I
Possibly.
Yeah,
Please
so it
don't.
just crossed Interstate
Mother
75
Nature, whoever broke your heart, they're a piece of
near
crap. Now stop
the
putting people in it.
Hames Road area, near
You know what we call this?
the K&K contracting area.
No.
Now it's going to go off towards
Nocturnal
Brock and
tornado.
Lesbos. It's about
the
to hit the
lower tilt
airport.
CC drop. is
So
not
if the tornado
increasing.
stays on the ground, it is going to hit the airport. This is what it looked like right before we lost power at the airport. So big tornado, and this is now probably like at the
Why not
airport.
say divorce?
All right, so let's back out here and take a look at some of these other storms as we await the next radar
I
frame.
see the CC drop over
We
London,
do
but it's
have
smaller than
a
all the
significant amount of
previous
severe
scans.
weather happening all over the place today. We got a strong storm coming into my neck of the woods. Get ready in Pikeville for some winds and some hail. Get ready up there in Charleston, West Virginia for some wind and hail as well. Some stronger winds are going to be associated with that.
Let me see where the radar
It's
is.
going through
Yeah,
London
it's
right
not that
now.
close though.
Kentucky getting
But
in on a
the
good
way
storm
I
now.
see it,
That's
the
going
hook's
over
kind of
towards
drawing
Irvine and
out.
Campton. Get ready. Bowling
Velocity
Green and Hopkinsville, I think
hasn't
we're
increased
done.
at
I think
all.
we're done for the day. But a strong storm is still coming
hasn't
over towards
decreased.
Russell Springs. One more over the next hour, and we'll be done.
I'm just looking at the only thing that's
Clarksville.
changed at all.
We're
Sorry.
done for the
So
day.
I
We're
see
done for the day in Clarksville. Now we've got that big, strong line of storms
reflectivity,
moving down
the
towards
hook
Nashville. So
drawing out a
Nashville,
little bit,
y'all watch out.
and
We've got a
CC
severe thunderstorm
drop.
warning in effect now for Dixon, Bellevue, Nashville, Hendersonville, and Gallatin.
Getting a little bit
Nothing
smaller.
crazy with this
That's
one,
all I can
okay? It
see.
looks like most of the action's happening up in Kentucky tonight, but we're
I don't see that
definitely
yet,
seeing
at
some
least.
strong winds move down towards Nashville right now.
The hooks
And
the-
Tanner,
the hook's
we're probably
deeper, though.
done.
Like,
We're probably done with
well, no, it's still
the
flatter.
Clarksville cameras. If you want to try
but
to
it's not
find
gone.
something else,
It doesn't look
to
like
put
it's
up there.
disappearing. That's for sure.
Anything, all the options that we have in Tennessee, you can kind of look through those, and we'll put something up there.
Where's that at?
All right, so here's our next scan.
Okay.
We got tornado warning right behind that one. Over Somerset again.
A new tornado warning has been issued. A new tornado warning
Yeah,
has been
so
issued.
the debris signature is right over top of the
Are you
airport now.
kidding me?
So can you Like, please.
Hopefully,
Leave
you know,
Arkansas.
everybody that lives near the airport's all right.
Mother Nature, leave
just give up
Arkansas,
already.
please.
Jesus.
You might be a single a mother, but you
Let's
don't
get
have
back
to
with
take
Brad.
it out on your kids, man.
Go ahead, Brad.
Come on, you don't have to take it up on just one whole entire set of towns. Chill out.
Like, you don't have to.
I was going to bring your attention to we do have a tornado warning now in eastern Arkansas. I'm actually headed down to that storm right now. I was staying in Little Rock tonight, so I was already headed that way. And it just happened a tornado popped up, so should be on that here in just a bit.
All right, so Brad Arnold's getting ready to drive by Memphis, and then south and west of that, we've got a tornado warning for Monroe County in Arkansas. We've got some rotation down here between Clarendon and Holly Grove. If this is producing a tornado, we need to be taking shelter down there in Blackton. And Brad Arnold's going to try to intercept this storm on his way to Little Rock. Still no power in Hopkinsville, from what I'm hearing.
Ryan, check this out.
rotation
We've
in
got a
London is the
fantastic one
rotation
here
over
from Gary
Somerset that's
Suha,
starting to
rep in
pop up
Canada.
as it
Gary
continues.
wants you to know he thinks you're doing a phenomenal service to the community. He's sending major props and wishes you and the entire y'all
yeah,
team
someone-
could get
I'm
some
gonna,
official recognition for all the long
forward this
hours
to
and
the
the
background.
incredible dedication
You guys
you
might wanna
pour into this
look at
channel
this,
to save lives. He absolutely loves watching from your neighbor up north.
Gary, thank you so much. Thank
Go
you for
look
the
at
kind
Battleground.
words. I'm glad that we've been able to help out some people today. Unfortunately, days like today, they happen, and that's why we work so hard to make you know, all the stuff that we have
there's no CC
come
drop
together
record
and
confirmed
work and
yet.
stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, this particular storm down here has been a nightmare
No,
to deal
there-
with.
Oh man, yeah, it is
I
hard to
keep
read.
thinking it's done,
CC
and then
drop around
boom, it
Somerset.
comes right back up.
But I think I see a little
So
bit of,
hopefully
I don't know.
we're doing a good
It's
job
too
of
hard
getting the
to
word
tell.
out about who needs to be in
I
shelter.
definitely see the hook there.
If you are
Real
wondering,
quick.
do I need to be in shelter? Well, if you're currently under a tornado warning, if you're in a tornado polygon issued by the National
Well,
Weather
it says your
Service,
messages
yes.
are blank, but
This
I can
definitely
definitely see
includes
'em.
Clay, Knox, Laurel, Leslie, and
Hey,
Owsley
Because
County.
the one I can really make out really
You
well
look
right
at that
now is the
debris ball. This
one-
thing is
the one
still
tornado right
going,
now.
A
man.
new
I'm
PDS
gonna have to
severe
forward this.
thunderstorm
Look at
warning
Holy
has been
smokes.
issued. A new PDS
So
severe
it's going to
thunderstorm
go
warning
towards the
has
town
been
of
issued.
Lesbos, Leda, Marydale,
go.
Bush, and
Wrong one.
Blue Hole
That
next.
couplet is still pretty impressive on radar
It looks like
right
it's
now,
went
the
just to the
storm,
south of London.
but
I don't know if we took a direct hit at the airport or not, but I would be surprised if we
Yes.
didn't.
the CC
And they just extended it, didn't they?
impressive, but it's still there.
Hey, Joni, thanks for the 10 gifted
Yeah,
memberships.
they
I
just
appreciate
extended
it.
the one there.
This one was
And
hours
congrats to all the
ago.
people that now have memberships.
I recognize those buildings.
Yeah, this thing's been on the ground for like, it seems like about 50
But
miles
is it
or so.
harder?
That's from the arch.
Maybe even longer.
That's
Yeah, we're
Well,
starting to
if
get
you
hit pretty
realize
good
that,
here
right?
at the Weather House.
This is hard.
If we lose power,
are
we
pictures
might,
from the
you
arch.
might see the lights go off
Yeah.
behind me, but we should stay on the air.
I'm telling.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking.
Yeah, the storm that's coming into Pikeville right now doesn't seem to be too bad. It's a severe thunderstorm. There might be some hail and some wind, but
London tornado, but
it doesn't seem too
my
bad.
The
I think I
CC
hear
drop at
hail.
London has not disappeared. The hook has not disappeared completely. There is still solid
By the way, there's a destructive
rotation.
severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Columbia and Russell Springs in Kentucky now. Adair, Casey, Clinton, Cumberland, Greene, Hart, and Metcalf and Russell counties in Kentucky. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Destructive 80-mile-per-hour winds are possible over the next 37 minutes.
It manages to do that, but
Yeah, if anybody's watching in my hometown, this is the storm that we've got coming through. Strong winds and some rain. I mean, honestly, it's really not. It's not anything to be scared of or anything like that.
Somebody tell Bubba to stop overreacting.
The real scary stuff is happening off to our south and west,
Yeah,
where we
not
still have a big tornado on the ground here coming up towards Lesbos. That rotation just went over the airport, and it's now moving out of Lick Creek, going over towards the Rough Creek Road. the Bees Kids Farm. If you know where the Bush Fire Services is, you know about where that tornado is going to be in the next 5 minutes. Lola's Restaurant is in the path. There's another Dollar General over here that's near East Laurel Road that's in the path. What about you in Bluegrass Fabrications, Select Doors, Cobb Trucking Company? All these places are in the direct path of a very dangerous storm. And then even the Dollar General over there next to the Laurel County School, that's in the path as well, including the Laurel County School. So take shelter if you're anywhere that I just mentioned. You got minutes to react and get yourself safe here. Hopefully this thing is about done.
Hey Ryan, Marine Army daughter says,
My
watching from
confidence
Bristol,
is the storm
Tennessee.
behind the,
I feel bad for those
PBS
people.
tornado
Always be
warning.
praying for them, and I'll pray that God will
I'm pretty
protect
confident
us
that
all
this
from
one
all of these
could
storms.
definitely,
Thank you, Ryan, for saving these
Yeah,
people's
there's
life.
another hook on that thing.
Um,
Another hook on that thing.
what was
But
that? Marnie,
that's
Amy, thank you so much for the support. And you don't have to thank me. Everybody that's on this team, everybody that's doing this is, you know, we love weather. We love weather. We're this is what we want to be doing. So you don't have to thank us. We should be thanking you. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to be here and to do this. So we are continuing to get news in from the Somerset area. A mass casualty incident has been declared in Somerset, Kentucky. A new tornado warning has been issued for Somerset, by the way. I'm hearing reports that, the sirens are going off. Again, in Somerset, we had another area of rotation go right through the town. That's tightening up now. So when it went through Somerset, I don't think it was producing a tornado, but now it almost certainly is again. Another tornado is now moving east of Somerset over here near Piney Grove, Eula, and Whetstone. So take shelter again. And unfortunately, this is taking the exact same path almost as the other one.
Going through
So
now.
once again, another tornado trying to come together here. Between Ruth and Drum here. Somerset is under a tornado warning again. Absolute nightmare of a situation unfolding here in southeastern Kentucky.
The first one that went through Somerset earlier, pumped to the PDF.
A mental pill is crazy.
Not as much as Bubba.
I know, right? You can't. Okay. No beef on Bubba.
So once
but
again, another tornado
you
could be
say
coming down
one
here
thing and
east
he
of
has the
Somerset. We
complete
don't have a
opposite
tornado
idea and a
debris
whole
signature or
war
anything
drop
like
for
that,
you,
but we do have a
okay?
tight velocity couplet,
Where did
and we
this
know
come
that the
from?
storm is,
I
in the
figured
same
that
environment
out
that
after
was
one
able to
night
produce a
listening
big
to
tornado
him.
not too long
I
ago.
know.
So we need to treat it as such and take shelter in
someone
Drum,
went
Acorn,
up and
Goodwater,
put it up in
all the way over there
this
towards Bernstadt.
Mhm.
By the way, PDS tornado warning continues for Manchester. You guys are next in line here. Our big tornado is still cranking. It's now over Highway 80, the Hal Rogers Parkway near Marydale, and it's moving towards Bush. Manchester, Hema, and Lake, you guys are next in line. Please take
Still
shelter if you haven't
rotation
already.
from London, but you may have lifted. I don't know.
It's a debris. Fuck you.
Hold on.
This is insane, y'all. Absolutely insane.
Ryan, got one here for you from Paige Green. Paige says, "Hey
Recent
Ryan,
tornado?
been watching you from Austintown,
maybe
Ohio
is there
since
still a
5
girl in here?
p.m. Thank you so much for keeping
Maybe
everyone
I shouldn't say
updated.
my joke.
Storms are just now getting to
I don't
us.
really care.
You have helped me learn how to read the radar. Again,
Tornadoes
thank
and
you
trees
and
go like
stay
dildos
safe."
and women.
Paige, thank you for that. I'm glad we could
Yeah,
help you
I'll
read the
let each other.
radar. By the way, if anybody wants to follow along with your own radar app,
Oh,
I
please.
recommend
I just said something about
WeatherWise.
dildo.
It's a free
I just said
radar
something
app
about
you
a
can get
dildo. Can you
iOS,
clear it
Android,
up
or
for
you
me
can go
real
to the
quick?
weatherwise.app site on your web browser, and you can look at all the same stuff that I'm looking at here. Okay. And I would definitely recommend following along. If I am not looking at your storm right now, you can go look at
Unlike
it.
your
and
wall?
Continue watching, and it'll help you fill the gaps. And if you're interested in learning how to read the radar, this is the same one I use. Okay, this is what I use essentially. So you can come down here, you can click on the velocities, you can see that velocity couplet that's going south and east of London right now, moving over towards Marydale, and then eventually
Well,
over
you
towards
should be
Manchester.
happy because you're not buying a new
All right,
fucking
and you can switch
monitor,
over to the
dude.
correlation
I know,
coefficient
and
as
you're the big
well,
crack
and we
down the
continue to
world.
see that
Certified
debris
Jefferson
signature right here,
dumbass.
indicating that there's stuff in the air that shouldn't be there.
Jesus. I have no fucking clue. I bought 3 since I
It's
met
been
you,
put
but now
there
I've
by
got
a
fucking
tornado.
4
And once again,
monitors in
I
front
do
of me,
believe
so
that
I mean,
most of
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
what
the
we're
broke
seeing
one, he
here,
was more.
is debris fallout. So
He's
this
like,
is all
more.
debris that's been picked up as, around Somerset.
Got 4
It's been
monitors. I have
launched
this
up
lamp
30,000
in front of
feet into
me.
the air, and
Hold
now
on.
it's spreading
Heck
out.
yeah.
I just
All the
lamp.
lamps
And
on
it's probably
Let
Let me,
me-
releasing
let me
debris
adjust the lamps
now
behind me.
in,
How about that?
Some
There we
portions
go. Got the lamps on behind me.
What is this?
Oh, cool.
Peabody, Thousand Sticks over there towards Hazard.
I'm
This is a
breaking your monitors?
crazy.
Well, here, let me
supercell,
turn off the dimmer.
for Eastern Kentucky. I mean, this is very close to where I live, where I'm
A new
broadcasting from
tornado
right now.
warning has been issued.
And it's it's not every day that you see something
A
like
new
this happen in
tornado
Eastern
warning
Kentucky.
has been issued.
It's been
Oh, here's my light
shoot,
control.
well over 10 years since we've had anything even
Yeah.
close to it.
Is this? Oh God, that's bright. Is this bright enough?
2012, I believe, would be the last time we had anything like this. This one's
Why is it right for
continuing
you?
to track on though towards Marydale and Bush.
Turn that back down.
So make sure you stay in your
Honestly,
safe
for the
spot.
most part, the
We did just
screens
get a
provide enough
new
light.
tornado warning in Ohio, so
But
let's go
if
check
I'm
that out. We've got a
streaming
weak area of rotation over here west of
GTA,
Elk that's trying to come together
it
and
may not
produce a
provide
tornado as it
enough
comes
light,
towards
so-
Antioch and Woodsfield. If you're on Monroe
Oh,
or
God.
Noble counties in Ohio, take shelter for the next
We don't want him to
29
start
minutes.
tweaking. Nobody tell him.
We also got a new severe thunderstorm
be
warning
in
for our
chat.
He's
friends
gonna
in
freak
Allen,
out.
Clinton, Cumberland, Monroe, and Russell counties in
Oh, shit.
Kentucky.
I'm
Take
already-
shelter immediately out here. We've got 70-mile-per-hour winds coming in right
Disrespect
now.
on Bubba, like just because I say
like
something
Bubba.
about my grade.
I-
Yeah.
So once again, we do have another tornado warned storm that's coming out of Somerset right now. The sirens are going off again in Somerset because there is a new storm that's trying to produce a tornado here east of Somerset. The rotation came together right over the town, and now it's going over Drum and then towards Goodwater. This means that there's going to be another chance for potentially another tornado to hit London, Kentucky here soon. So we need you to not be letting your guard down over there in London either. This is crazy, y'all. 2 supercells back to back in southeast Kentucky. Holy smokes, Ryan Upchurch. Thanks for the big support there. Ryan, this is not the first time Ryan's been in the chat. I think Ryan might be a little bit of a weather weenie himself. No, Ryan, seriously, thank you for the support. Everybody, huge shout out to Ryan. Once again, everybody that's supporting in the chat right now, you don't have to. But of course, it means a lot and it does help us. So, huge shout out to all y'all and especially Ryan Upchurch. Major props. Oh man, this is unfortunate. Like it keeps bugging me. Like this thing is looking like it's about to die out, and then it doesn't. And then it looks like it's about to die out, and then it doesn't. And it looks like we've had another uptick here right over Marydale with more inbound winds and a large tornado continuing to track over portions of southeastern Kentucky. We got a radar confirmed tornado with lemon-sized hail moving over Marydale, Kentucky, moving towards Girard, Blue Hole, and Peabody. Take shelter now if you haven't already. And of course, we had that other tornado coming together as well, now east of Somerset. Here's tornado number 1. Here's tornado number 2. This is the big one. This is the one that we know that's there. This is the question mark. We don't actually know if this one's on the ground or not, but it looks like it's getting there. Yeah, it's been March of 2012 is the last time I can remember seeing anything like this in eastern Kentucky. So it's not a very and before March 2012, I don't know when the last time we've seen anything like this. Now it's a little bit different. 2012 was different because it was actually farther east and a little bit farther north, which is even more rare. You know, this part of southeast Kentucky is not as much of a stranger to strong tornadoes, but tornadoes of this caliber, if we had a tornado that's as strong as I think it was that went through Somerset, we're talking about EF4, maybe higher. Okay, so that's unheard of. So, you know, we don't know for sure if that's, you know, if what it's going to be rated. But if it is, then that's going to be a historic tornado for Eastern Kentucky standards. Yeah, and we're seeing an uptick again on our supercell here. So we've got to be watching out in Manchester, Peabody, Hema, Blue Hole, Botto, Plank, Markham, and Big Creek. This is just south of Highway 80. We've got a hook that's really kind of visible here, and a tornado is trying to ramp up again right in this area west of Pigeon Roost. So please, if you know anybody out there, let them know that they need to be taking shelter. A lot of these places don't have tornado sirens. A lot of these places are probably not thinking about the tornadoes, right? This is one of those situations where if you know somebody in Manchester or one of the haulers around Manchester, you should call them and wake them up. If you think they might be asleep, it's after midnight over here. You should call them and wake them up. You could literally save their lives. Golly, man. This is another picture of the tornado as it went through Somerset earlier. Whew. If you're just now tuning in, this is our big tornado that just went through Somerset. The storm that produced that tornado is still producing a tornado now all the way over in Manchester, Kentucky. It's been on the ground potentially, if it hasn't lifted any, it's been on the ground over 50, 60 miles. And just checking back in on our tornado to the west here. Still looks like this is trying to produce a tornado. We don't have a confirmation on that or anything, but I would say that that's coming soon. Squibb. Man, some interesting town names out here in southeast Kentucky. Stab, Acorn, Squibb, and Goodwater are all, you know, kind of around this area of rotation that's getting stronger. We could have another tornado happening right here, and it could get strong again as it goes over towards Bernstadt, eventually towards London, Kentucky. So London, you're not under a tornado warning right now, okay? But wake up. Another one's about to come through.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we just got a new tornado warning, and there it is.
Has been
Once
issued.
again, y'all, we don't play around with the Y'all Watch Out song. How many times have I said that today? Every time I've hit the button, we get a tornado warning afterwards. So you got a little bit of an early heads up there in London and Pittsburgh in Kentucky. You're now officially under a new tornado warning as that rotation goes south of Squibb, moves across Highway 80 right into London. This one actually is more in line with downtown London. So if this ends up putting down a tornado, that one would actually go through London. We've got 160,000 people without power now in Kentucky. Yeah, guys, this is definitely what I would call plumb wild. 100%. This is plumb wild. Here's another video of the tornado earlier near London, Kentucky. God. Holy smokes, y'all. If you see a tornado tonight, please don't go out and film it like this. This is a dangerous thing to do, but also thank you, Hunter, for sending this in. Golly. That was the tornado just moments ago as it was near London, Kentucky. Unbelievable.
A new tornado warning has been issued. A new tornado warning has been issued.
We did just get a new tornado warning in Adair and Russell County in Kentucky. This is going to be for Russell Springs again, Esto, Jamestown, Whitty, and Ono. Take shelter out here. We got a strong storm coming in. Get indoors, away from windows, on the lowest floor. Put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. If we're having trouble with that one, Tanner, maybe try the other one on the weather tower. Or just put the fire tower one up there, something different. This is the latest scan here from the storm that's coming into Haima and Girard and Blue Hole out here in Kentucky. This one does, this is the first frame I've seen where I'm like, oh, okay. I actually see some decoupling of the velocities. I see less of a convincing hook, and I see less of a debris signature. So hopefully that continues. Hopefully that trend continues as this moves off towards Peabody and Thousand Sticks. But, we've seen what this storm can do. Golly, man, we got a lot of debris fallout here. This thing has sucked up a ton of trees and stuff, and it's just spitting it out over here in Buckhorn and Thousand Sticks. It's probably raining debris right now in Buckhorn and Size Rock and Thousand Sticks right now in southeast Kentucky. But yeah, these two supercells are still packing a punch. It's still possible that both of these have tornadoes on the ground right now. I'm just saying that at least this last scan that just came in near Manchester isn't as bad as all the ones before it. But there's still probably a tornado that just went through Pigeon Roost, and it could still be on the ground as it goes towards Girard and Blue Hole, just south of the town of Manchester. All right, so they went ahead and upgraded this tornado warning over here, the one that's going to come into London again, to a PDS tornado warning. Okay, PDS tornado warning again for London, Kentucky.
Wait, where's the rotation at, to be exact?
Hold on, I want to pull up something.
This is crazy. This is absolutely
I'm gonna
insane.
tell
y'all.
that dude Bills.
Another tornado is on the ground now, and
We're
it's
just
moving
here
over towards
yapping
London, Kentucky. So this
while
is
looking
not
at
the
the
same storm. This is
storm.
a separate
Okay, that's
tornado.
us.
I'm not
A
on
new
radar because
PDS
it
tornado
overheats my
warning is now in
phone.
effect for London. This is Clay Jackson,
doing all this
Laurel,
on your phone right now?
Pulaski, and Rockcastle
yeah.
counties in Kentucky.
They figured out.
I have
My sniper.
reasons.
I just got shot. I love how they used a whole
Get
tank
used to
on
it.
one sniper squad. that high penetration.
So like, Mother Nature break when I question why Mother Nature's doing this. Mother Nature break. Am I a joke to you? You.
Yeah, this has been one of the craziest
So funny, I forgot to laugh.
tornado sequences that we've had in
Since stop
Southeast Kentucky
Excellent
in a long
timing.
while, for sure.
Why you always bitch?
So stay in your safe spots out here in Peabody. Also, get in your safe spots again in London and Pittsburgh, okay? Let's really quickly go check out some other storms. I know we've got
How
people
pissed is
watching out
Bubba
here
that
in
he's not
Arkansas,
at
in
his
Monroe
PC
County,
right now?
Arkansas, who are wondering what's going on.
my
We've got a
boy's sitting there
strong
in his
storm coming through
underwear.
Holly Grove, capable of producing 70-mile-per-hour winds as it goes down towards Turner. So get
Bubba's got
indoors,
3
away
more
from
holes in
windows.
his
Not
wall
much of a
than
tornado threat
Jefferson's
here.
got.
But we do have a lot of storms that are forming in Arkansas right now, south and east of Little Rock. These are going to be problems in Clarksdale, Mississippi,
Man, you're
up
just
towards maybe
jealous.
Memphis a little
You're
bit
just
later. So
jealous.
Brad
He's
Arnold's
fine,
going to
at
try to
least I
intercept a
don't
couple of
wear
these as he's staying in Little
It's
Rock
gotta
tonight.
be
So we'll
straight
keep
on,
up with
whatever.
him as he
I'll
gets
be
closer to
clear
those
on.
storms. Maybe put
I'm
Brad
not
B
on
string?
but I
Tam,
don't
Like
know what I'm
Bravo?
talking
in one of the cams.
Huh?
And
Did
Copic.
you say B string?
Copic's still out there.
Yeah.
Like Bravo? B string?
I don't know, man. I heard
so,
it in a
yeah,
video
Copic's
one
on
time
a
that
storm
seemed
back here near
disrespectful. I
Blytheville.
remembered it.
That's moving towards Dyersburg
Come
right
I
on,
now.
told
man.
Rose and he asked me if I had tag tracks,
So
and I
make
could
sure
That's
you
all I
guys
can say.
are ready
Yeah,
for a
they're
heavy
being blocked.
downpour. It's not necessarily severe, but we've got a pretty strong storm coming over Dyersburg right now. And it kind of looks like these are training, so we could have
At least I
a
don't wear
flash
pink
flood threat
underwear.
unfold out here.
Yeah, but who
Now I understand what I'm
who
talking
you
about.
throwing shade at here, dude?
Pretty strong
Come on
storm
now.
going through Charleston,
At least I
West
know what I'm talking
Virginia
about
right
now.
now as well.
At least
Strong
I'm on track,
winds
I know what I'm talking
are
about.
getting ready to come through into DuPont City, Chesapeake, Comfort, over towards
you know, I just-
Montgomery. Eventually, all the
I
way
didn't
over there
know
towards
not to throw the
Bickmore
Reds
and
in with the
Lockwood.
Whiteside.
So y'all get indoors and away from windows in Boone, Clay, and Fayette counties in
perfect, I'd say.
West Virginia.
There's still
By
a bomb
far,
there. If
the
they don't
strongest
throw it,
storms right now,
I'll
though,
put it
are
up.
still
I'll put it up.
these 2 supercells down here in southeast Kentucky. I mean,
Shot with a Browning.
they
I'm good.
they still
Got
look
it.
like they're doing incredible
Yeah,
damage.
but at this point. Like the only
Is the weather
only
house
thing I
safe?
can
Yeah,
somewhat
we're
see
still
is
good right
somewhat
now.
of a hook and somewhat of a rotation, but I don't see jack shit for anything else.
We've got some heavy rain coming over us, but we're fine.
And I'm sure Agent is sure as same fucking confused as well.
The next place that we've got to be thinking about here is Hyden and
I mean,
Hazard.
see
If
a
the
hook here.
supercell continues to
Rotation
to
not
go
seeing it.
unimpeded here,
Correlation,
then
not seeing
it's
it.
gonna try to interact with y'all. So y'all watch out in Hyden and Hazard. I don't know if it's going to
well,
make it that
you know
far.
what?
We're going to hope that it doesn't, but
seen
this
a
thing is
little bit
still
of hook
cranking
there.
right now. We still have a big rotational couplet here in Girard and Blue Hole, and we still, as far as we know, have a tornado on the ground that's doing damage as it goes over towards Peabody.
If there's a drop, it's tucking with the hook, so it's too hard to decipher. That may be what they're.
A new
All right.
PDS tornado warning.
So
has
they
been
went
issued.
ahead and they
A new
they
PDS
issued a
tornado
PDS
warning
tornado
has been
warning
issued.
for Hyden, Thousand Sticks, Hazard, and Diablock.
Yeah, I can
So
hear.
the weather service is confident that this
This
supercell
dude
is going to
died on
keep
the
riding
bed.
all the way
now.
up into the
This is
Appalachian
a-
Mountains here,
this is awesome.
and we need to be getting
Can't even
into
take a
shelter in
screenshot.
Hazard.
This ain't no stain.
Guys, this is literally a
Have my-
stone's throw
have my
away from the
man
weather
lay
house down
dying on
here.
the bed, bro.
We've got neighbors, we've got people we know in Hazard down here that need to be taking shelter right now. This is the rotation. This is the part of the storm that's producing the tornado down here. The rest of the storm is also strong though. So this whole thing up here, this is not the dangerous part. This is just where we've got some hail and some strong winds and lots of lightning. Also, notice this
No, it's
weird
gonna
texture that we
miss
have
lightning
around
itself.
the edge of the supercell.
It
We
yep,
only
no,
see that with
yep, it just
really
plugs.
strong tornado-producing supercells
No,
that
you
are
might
full
not.
of debris.
You
Okay,
have to wait
so
and see.
what's happening is around Buckhorn, Lamont, even in Hazard, it's likely raining debris. Some of that debris is likely light. You might not even notice it. But sometimes in strong tornadoes, it can be sheet metal.
Well, I'm seeing
All
the
right?
rotation.
So you don't want to be outside for this. Even if there's not a tornado that directly hits you, you could definitely get injured just by being out there around the debris fallout from the stronger tornado that happened
weather
earlier.
house. You
Tornado
pull up
hole.
his call sign or something.
So
Skyward
big time
anyway.
rotational couplet here
I'll
near
be
Goose
honest, I
Rock,
pulled up
moving
his
over
call
towards
sign.
Peabody. Take shelter now.
The
Now
area
there's
he
another
lives in
tornado
is
trying
so
to come
hard
together
to
back here,
decipher, even with an
closer
address.
to Goodwater and Mount Victory. We
He's got
have
his
a
camera
PDS
on.
tornado warning for this, but I don't necessarily see a tornado debris signature with this. I just see a very strong
I mean,
velocity
he does
couplet.
Have his, camera also
All right,
goes
so
on otherwise,
this
I
is
can
going to
obviously
continue
see that on
to
there as well.
produce a tornado or try to produce a tornado
Keith now has
as
on
it gets
there as
closer to
well.
London. So stay in your safe spots in London.
I
Kentucky.
tell you what,
yeah.
he said he was going to put up his ham and
Ryan, how
tower,
are
but he
we
never
in
put the
Hazard?
fucking
You're
thing up.
fine for now, but you are under a PDS tornado warning. You're under a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning, and you have to take shelter
Oh,
right
he
now.
had the time to.
It's
He's got
not
the money
optional.
to.
This
He had
is
the money to buy
this is
another
the kind of
fucking
storm
house.
where if if
got
this
money
is
and
on the
time,
ground, if
but-
this stays on the ground and this hits
But he
Hazard,
never
He
put up
does
that
this
need
would-
data.
time,
He said,
this would
Then again, I'm pretty
destroy
sure
a
he's only a
large
tech,
portion of
so
Hazard.
he
Okay,
really
I'm not
can't
trying to
use
scare
anything
you.
out
I don't even
above
think
10
that that's what's
meters.
going to happen here, but I'm just saying that like that's one of the many
10 meters,
possibilities
good.
here.
I'm not gonna
So if you're
deny
in
that,
Hazard,
but
this is not
we can take a look
the
at
kind of
something.
storm that you want to play around with at all.
Nice.
By the way, in Hazard, is it raining debris? Is anybody noticing that? Like, honestly, I wouldn't recommend going outside, especially now in Hazard, because we're probably really picking up on the lightning.
pull up his info here.
Hey Ryan, just wanted to give you a heads
Pikeville,
up looking
right?
at those storms in eastern Kentucky. If you didn't notice, the ones that just went over your house in Pikeville kicked out a gnarly
Stop
little
it.
outflow boundary, and that
Pikeville,
might
Kentucky.
be the only saving
Oh
grace
yeah,
that
meteorologist
might
and
kinda
storm chaser.
stabilize the
You can see my
atmosphere
last storm chasing
out
videos. Blah
closer
blah
to
blah blah
Hazard
blah.
and further east.
Links.
That might actually stop this thing from going further east as a continual cyclic tornadic supercell.
So that was
This
the
thing is just
voice of
producing
Brandon
tornado
Cocker,
after
who's chasing out in
tornado
Western
after
Kentucky.
tornado.
Pointing out a really interesting feature. This is a great opportunity for us all to go over to our WeatherWise apps, and I'll show you what to look out for here. Go over to the WeatherWise app, enable the radar, and click
I am,
on
because I'm going to
the
go pee real
East
quick.
Kentucky
Then I'll be back.
radar.
I'll see him again.
And of course, we've got our two monster supercells here that are cranking tornadoes as they go over towards Hazard. What is Brandon talking about? What is the outflow boundary? Well, watch. I'm going to play the animation here. Watch what happens. These storms that are going over my house over here in Pikeville have dropped a bunch of rain-cooled air, and we can actually see the think of it as a shock wave. You see this line right here? We can see the rain-cooled air kind of escape from out from underneath those storms, and that's racing down to the south. So as that races down to the south, it's stabilizing the air behind it. So the fuel that this storm needs to continue to produce a tornado is down here. It's got ample, warm, moist air that's kind of sucking into the inflow area. Now, if this outflow boundary continues to move and goes past the inflow zone or the inflow notch of the tornado, it's going to get completely choked off from its food source, its fuel source, whatever you want to call it, and that would put an end to this. Okay, so we can hope for that. But there's also another thing that could happen here.
Also, just make this thing the longest PDS warning ever.
Outflow
Again.
boundaries sometimes provide assistance. Tornadoes, if the outflow boundary is not necessarily moving very quickly to the south, and the rotating part of the storm can actually latch onto it. So we don't know for sure what's going to happen with this, but this might be our saving grace here for our friends in Hazard and Hayden and Daisy. So we're going to keep watching that outflow
Nah,
boundary
kill myself.
very closely as the storm moves east. I'll tell you what, though, if the outflow boundary
White
doesn't,
knight.
this thing is,
Oh,
I mean, it's about to produce another big one here.
I gotta plug in my phone.
I'm becoming less impressed by the one behind it, though, so that's good
I
news.
think it's nature.
So we had another tornado warning issued
I
for
don't really
London.
think in
The
here
rotation
much,
with that
but,
is
you know.
letting up. So hopefully that doesn't produce a tornado, but let's just assume that it's going to pick back
Literally
up
about to
and
fall
stay in our
asleep.
safe spots in
Saying it's
Pittsburgh and
coming from
London,
Texas.
Kentucky. But our main focus just continues. It just has to be this storm over here coming into Peabody.
Oh, that's kind of not hot at all.
Yes, you did.
What do you didn't mean it like
No,
that?
I'm seriously
How
about to
did
fall
you mean it?
asleep, which I'm trying hard not to do it.
Once again, if you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado warning, a PDS tornado warning currently for Clay, Knott, Leslie, Letcher, and Perry counties
No.
in Kentucky.
Da-na-na.
This is one of the strongest storms this area has
I would
seen
play the song,
in
but
a lifetime for some people.
enlisted.
It will come back
And
to
I
the
really hope we're
background.
doing a good job of getting the word out there and getting people to take it seriously.
may just
We've seen
disconnect,
this thing do
just-
significant
my
damage
DMs
near
are
London,
still open,
Kentucky. It's
just
done damage
DM me and tell me
in
what keeps
Somerset,
going
Kentucky.
on.
This thing has been a long track tornado, potentially of historic proportions in southeast
Gotta go to
Kentucky.
bed.
All right, and
Fall
it's
asleep.
still going as it approaches Markham and down here near Wendover and Hyden. Yeah, this is not great.
Rotation still
The
there.
thing was, it was looking a little bit less. It was looking lackluster. I will
Yeah, I'm looking
admit
at it. I
over here near
definitely see
Lake. But these last couple of scans have
Looks still
you know,
there.
shown that it's kind of ramping back up again.
But it's gonna
CC,
be harder to configure
not so much.
We've got a significant velocity couplet that's kind of come together here.
Which I hope.
Let's go real quick while we wait on the next radar scan. Let's go check in on our friends in Nashville, Tennessee. We've got strong winds coming through right now in Nashville and Lebanon. The good news is for you guys is this is just a severe storm. It's not. We're not thinking about anything tornadic, but
A
we
new
are getting
tornado
a good
warning
gust of
has
winds
been
in
issued.
Gainesboro,
Tornado warning has been
all the way
issued.
down to Bellevue over the next 20 minutes. And we just got a new tornado warning. Oh my gosh. Another new tornado warning for Somerset. The third third tornado warning of the night for Somerset. So it's back into the shelters we go. And here's the thing that's upsetting. This part of Somerset on the south side, but specifically between Delmer and Ferguson and Burnside, somewhere down here took significant damage. There are people who are homeless right now. There are people who are probably still in need of rescue right now that are about to get hit by another storm capable of producing a tornado. And it's going to have hail and rain and all that stuff. And also, here in eastern Kentucky, when we get hit by one or two storms of this magnitude, all of these hollers start to flood as well. So that's going to be another problem that we're going to have in Somerset with this last storm that comes through. So we've got a very dire situation. We've got a mass casualty incident that has happened with our tornado. Another storm went by right after that, delaying the search and rescue efforts. Now people are just now getting out there. Creeks and rivers are getting swollen, and a final major blow is about to come through in the form of another rotating storm capable of producing another tornado, more 60-mile-per-hour winds, and another giant area of heavy rain that's coming through.
57.
I see something that might be a CC. I don't quite see it though.
Oh my
Gotcha.
I'm gonna want a knife.
God.
Let me check CC real quick.
Oh
see
my
if there's a
gosh,
CC
dude.
drop on it.
Yeah, it's doing it again, isn't it?
No. There's
Here it is.
nothing.
There's our new debris signature. This supercell has birthed another large tornado
So it for sure
just to
had
the
to have
south and west
lifted.
of Peabody. So the original one had lifted for a brief moment, but we've entered a whole new cycle. This thing's going to try to do it all over
Not
again.
mature of me.
I mean,
The
you're
one
not
thing
the
that we've
most
got going
mature
for us
person
right now
especially Jefferson.
is the fact
I was healing you, faggot.
that this is in a very rural area. Okay,
Oh, I
it's
do.
literally in the middle of nowhere.
With
It's
a
in a
bomb
place
there.
called Little Double Creek.
Walk bar.
Little Double Creek.
Always gotta
I don't see
scrape
the
some air
first.
crap before you
I don't think there's a
throw a
trailer
bomb.
one up Little Double Creek.
Makes
Okay,
me
so it's in the
feel
middle of
alive.
nowhere
that's
right
cool.
now.
That's interesting to see, because
Once
I don't
it
see
gets
it too many
past
places. Like,
Big Double Creek,
Spawned in fire.
okay?
Spawned in fire.
I'm sorry. I love the names around here. I love living here.
Spawned in
But once
fire.
it gets past Big Double Creek, it's going to go over towards Redbird River, and that's where it's going to come close to the M&S Grocery. Okay, so that's about it. That's about all that's in the path right now. But if it keeps going on its current trajectory, it is going to eventually make it up there towards the Leslie County RV Park, the Leslie County High School, and Hayden. All right, so we've got to be concerned about our friends and our family over here in Hayden, Kentucky. Please take shelter if you're in the path of this thing.
Walk more, walk more, walk more. That was a really nice bomb drop.
So once again, let me explain the situation here for anybody that's just now tuning in. We've got a leading supercell producing a tornado right now near Peabody, south and west of Hazard in Kentucky. Now, Hazard, you are in a tornado warning right now. What you're seeing, though, is probably a lot of lightning in Hazard right now. What you're doing, you're getting hit by the forward flank of the tornado producing a supercell here. It might even be raining debris in Hazard right now. Tree limbs, leaves, and maybe even little pieces of insulation and stuff if there's enough of that up there. But stuff that was picked up in Somerset and near London launched 30,000 feet into the air, and now it's spreading out in the forward flank of this storm. And that's what you're getting hit by in Hazard right now. Now, the rain and the hail is about to get a lot heavier, but the strongest part of the storm, the part of the storm that's actually producing a tornado, is down here near Peabody, and that's moving more towards Hayden and Wendover right now. But you do need to stay in your safe spot in Hazard just in case this thing decides to occlude northward. Or, once again, we've seen tornadoes carry sheet metal 60 miles before. So that could literally fall out of the sky. If you're out there trying to look for a tornado, it slice you right in the forehead. You know what I'm saying? So stay indoors. This is not your average storm. This is not like any storm you've seen in Hazard before. Okay? So let's stay away from it. Get into your safe spot and put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Now, back over here towards London, Kentucky, we got another supercell. Now, this one was trying to produce another tornado here near Squibb, and I think it might have actually been successful there for a little while, but here recently, over the past little bit, it's gone through another kind of cycle. It's kind of reforming as it gets closer to Grace. So right now, it's not producing a tornado, but the supercell is definitely still strong enough to produce very large hail and damaging winds as it goes through Atlanta, Roy Raider, and Grace. So what's happening is this first storm goes through, it dumps about a 3/4 inches of rain. The second storm comes through, it dumps another inch of rain on top of that. Now we have a flash flood. Then this last storm is going to come through right after that, and we're going to have a significant flash flood in some of these areas that end up with more than 2 inches of rain in a short period of time. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're not from here, you don't understand. These valleys are extremely susceptible to flooding, and that's going to be probably one of the biggest problems that we see out of this, on top of the tornado problems that are unfolding here between Hazard, London, and Somerset. So Somerset, you're getting hit by the third storm, the third and final storm that's coming through right now. Science Hill, Eubank, that's where we're seeing some of the large hail here, and potentially up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's going to be moving through Somerset over the next hour or so, and this is also going to unleash a bunch of that rain that we were just talking about that's going to lead to flash flooding. So y'all get ready for that. But once this is done, once this storm is out of our hair, once it's stopped raining in Somerset tonight, we'll be done. Okay, so just get ready for that.
If they downgrade it to radar indicated.
And then we've got a bunch of storms elsewhere, but there's absolutely nothing else on Earth that's nearly as life-threatening as the storm that we have going towards Hayden, Kentucky right now, which is something I never thought I would say. The strongest storm on Earth right now is heading towards little old Hayden, Kentucky, a couple miles away from the weather house here.
I've noticed that one. Okay. Check this one. It's over down here towards. God. Why? Are you kidding me? Why is it still PDS? Wait, was this one?
Ryan, listen up. Alan Johnson with a powerful message for you. In a world of ever diminishing public services, what you're doing is more important than ever.
Checking back
Thanks,
up on
Ryan.
this storm down
Really
here.
appreciate those words, Alan.
Yeah, thank you, Alan.
Okay, you know how
Once again, no
Somerset was in a
thanks needed
tornado
here.
warning
Thank
before,
you
right?
guys for tuning in and sharing our broadcast so that we can get life-saving information out to people. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have the platform that we do, and we wouldn't have been able to tell people about what was going on before anybody knew. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, thank you all for that. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Belmont, Ohio, Greene County, Pennsylvania, Washington County, Pennsylvania, Marion, Marshall, Mongolia, and Wetzel counties in West Virginia. So we got a strong storm capable of producing 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Moving out of Ohio into Virginia right now, and then it's going to move into southwestern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well,
We also got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Tennessee. Okay?
nothing's lining up.
Carthage, Gainesboro, and Byrdstown in Tennessee. Get indoors and away from windows out here. Sorry, just checking some of these cameras here. Additionally, in Arkansas, we've got a new severe thunderstorm out here for DeWitt. If you're in DeWitt right now, you've got a 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds working in from the west here. It's going to be a heavy downpour, lots of lightning. Get ready for it. That's going to eventually move up towards Helena, West Helena, Jonestown, and Clarksdale in Mississippi, okay? Still got a strong velocity couplet coming together here south and west of Thousand Sticks in Kentucky. Oh boy. What are we looking at here? Is that the air? This is the airport. This is the airport that we were just looking at, y'all. Direct hit. That's the airport. That's the London Corbin Airport. Their air evac and PHI medical hospitals were choppers were destroyed at the London Corbin Airport. So this is this you know, we were talking about the tornado and how it was going towards the airport. We had that camera. We saw the flash of lightning, and we lost power. That tornado went right over the airport and destroyed the air evac and medical choppers. That's significant damage, y'all. Very significant damage. Yeah, all we can do is hope that they don't need those, which unfortunately they probably do. More damage photos coming in from Somerset. South Highway 27, Baxter's Coffees next to Modern Systems. Many houses, businesses, and buildings down this way are gone, along with downed trees and power lines. Once again, y'all, you know, one of the things that you can do, obviously, we're going to be doing a relief thing down here in eastern Kentucky. This is close to one of our warehouses. Obviously, I live down here. If you want to help us help people out with our nonprofit organization, please consider going over to the y'allsquad.org and make a contribution to our nonprofit so that we can help some people out. The Y'all Squad shows up. That's our motto. A lot of times after a big tornado, we have a bunch of people watching, and we try to convert that attention into dollars, not for personal gain, but for the communities that have been impacted here. So if you got an extra $1 or $2, you can go over to the y'allsquad.org, kick in $1 or $2, and we can raise a significant amount of change and make a difference for some people out here. We deliver truckloads of supplies. We can replace people's roofs. We've done it all. We bought people cars before if their insurance wouldn't replace it. Whatever we can do to help, that's what we're going to do. And we couldn't do it without you. So I don't know where we at right now with the goal and everything. Okay, so we're at 22. 22. Here's what we're going to do. If we can get that to 30.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
If we can get that to 30,
a new tornado warning
I will
has
go
been
ahead.
issued.
No, let's do it big. Let the Y'all Squad shows up. Let's do it big. If we can get that to 40, I will do 10, and then we'll have 50. Okay. So the goal is to raise $50,000 here. If we can get it to 40, I will kick in 10, and we'll have $50,000. So please go over to the y'allsquad.org. And let's help out some people that have been unfairly hit by something they can't control tonight. We did just get a new tornado warning in Arkansas. This is an area of rotation that's coming through DeWitt now, moving over towards Ethel and Horton's Landing. Take shelter in Arkansas and Monroe counties in Arkansas. Yeah, so we've been streaming now for 11 hours and 35 minutes. Also, I'm hearing that Somerset Emergency Services are asking people to stay off the roadways. Traffic is delaying assistance that is needed. Yeah, guys, let's not go sightseeing out there in Somerset. It's not a good idea. Yeah, we're still seeing this thing rear up. Now, the rotation couplet is actually a little bit less, it's less tight than it was down here near Peabody. So that's a good sign. Hopefully that continues to be the case, but we still have potentially a tornado down here just south of Thousand Sticks, moving over towards Hyden and Wendover and Smilex. Please take shelter now if you haven't already. All right, guys, we're up to $25,000 raised over on the y'allsquad.org. Yeah, so YouTube only lets us go for 12 hours. All right, so we might have to restart the stream or something here within the next little bit. We got two options. We can, it depends on the state of this tornado and what's going on here. We've got two options. We can either call it a night because we've been streaming for 12 hours straight, start working on a plan for the relief, or we can start a new stream and carry it on for a couple more hours before we end for the night. Here's the thing. Once these two tornado producing supercells are done, once they're not really a problem anymore, it's over. Like the night, there's going to continue, there's going to be more severe weather, but the event for the most part is over. So I guess it really depends on what these look like in about 10 minutes here. Getting reports that the power's out at the Burnside Island campground in Somerset.
I don't think so. I know there's plenty of 24-hour streams that roll. Then maybe it does. I don't know. In that case, he just have to refire that shit up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of exactly why. I was thinking that. But why would he be paying for it for y'all bot?
We just
And
got a
not
new
for
severe
himself.
thunderstorm warning in West Virginia.
Yeah, they are two
Oak
different
Hill,
accounts,
Fayetteville,
but-
down to Nettie, Richwood, and Craigsville. You guys are
Right.
now under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next
I mean,
31
I don't
minutes
know.
for
It'd be just
60
as easy
mile
to
per
end it
hour
and start it
winds.
back up.
Done.
Not losing much.
At all.
In fact, probably
No,
gaining a bit
so
more
I've been
in
streaming
that
now for
case.
11 hours and 40 minutes. So we have to end this stream.
Why am I using
We have to end
air
this
fryer
stream in the
like
next
people?
21
splatter.
minutes.
Because it go boom,
And
and now I just lost.
You're not
it.
doing
we
it.
might restart and,
We
and
didn't
do
do it
another one for a little
properly.
while.
Not get hit by an asteroid, boys. No.
Kamikaze.
That
If
was
I
a
run out of
good
ammo.
flash.
Depends. What do you guys
Back
think
to
we should do?
9/11 again.
And it's still
Oh yeah. I was
then
going
we take-
kamikaze, but 9/11's just as good.
rotation in Arkansas.
Those words 9/11 just as good does not go together in any sense.
I tell you what, I'm hoping that this storm right here fizzles
All
out
right.
The storm that is 21.
Alrighty then.
within the next 10 minutes.
That,
Yes, ma'am.
And we can call it a night. But if that doesn't happen, then we will absolutely restart. We still have a PDS tornado warning. It expires in 15 minutes.
Stronger, but I don't know if it's gonna fully drop.
So
yet.
hopefully everybody's still in their safe spots in Hayden and Wendover and
But
Smilax
I'm pretty confident
in
that
this part of Kentucky
it's
here.
a matter of knowing when.
The supercell is still
I tell you
chugging
what is
down
gonna drop.
towards
Yeah.
Hazard.
I gotta get out of here. I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, see you, man.
So.
There's another outflow boundary here that's going to interact with the supercell as well. The good news is I really do think that there's not much life left in this supercell. Whether it's 20
Y'all are
minutes or 30
faggots.
minutes from now, we're just about done with this supercell.